The most important lesson in sports betting is that you can't out-research sportsbooks. No matter how hard you try over the course of time, their real-time pricing and their VIG, the cut they take on every bet, it's going to get the better of you. That's why I probably use Sportsbooks data against them. I track the top-performing ones around the world in real time, using that data to price and find the best bets at the much less sharp legal U.S. sportsbooks. Let's get it going once again today with your top MLB bets for August 15th, 2024. And it starts off with the man, the thumbnail. We've got Zach Eflin over 5.5 strikeouts today in Orioles Red Sox. 45% probability here for Zach Eflin to get over 5.5 strikeouts, according to those top performing sports books around the world. The best bet right now is at plus 128 odds. If you combine that plus 128 with the 45% probability, basically saying 45% of the time, you win at that plus 128. The other 55% of the time, you lose your initial investment. It's how you calculate the expected value of anything in betting. It's also how you got our probably score here of 3.4 in this one for Zach Eflin over 5.5 strikeouts at plus 128 odds. Got Mitch Spence getting over 15.5 outs today in Mets A's, a 57% chance that Mitch Spence gets over 15.5 outs. And with that 57% probability, that would officially make it a good play to play on Underdog and Prize Picks today, because you have over a 54% probability, which is basically the implied probability you need per leg to actually hit over the course of time. And those Underdog kind of style pick'ems. But here we have a 57% probability, minus 125 odds on the normal sports books out there. You get yourself a 3.1 probability score for Mitch Spence over 15.5 outs in Mets A's. Got Jose Quintana over 17.5 outs, a 58% chance that Jose Quintana gets over 17.5 outs today, also in Mets A's. The best bet's at minus 130 odds. Combine it with the market 58% probability of hitting, you get yourself a 3.3 probability score for Jose Quintana. Get over 17.5 outs today. Again, in Mets A's, coming up in a couple hours. Midday delight here coming up. So we're some scrolling through in real time here. Is actually what the product looks like. If you were to go looking for bets yourself, might have to drop our probably score a little bit because we are on the highest level right now. Take Zach Eflin over on strikeouts and hits. Ooh, a little bit tough to hit on both of these. All right, we'll add it in. Zach Eflin over 5.5 hits allowed. It is a little bit tougher to hit. If you only wanted to take one of these Zach Eflin bets, I think it would be fair. I would choose a higher probability one if you had to choose, which is this one. But Zach Eflin over 5.5 hits allowed, a 53% chance that Zach Eflin gives up over 5.5 hits today. The best bet's at minus 108 odds. Find that minus 108 with a 53% probability. You get yourself a 3 probability score here for Zach Eflin to give up over 5.5 hits today in Orioles Red Sox. Burping here on screen, feeling good. And basically the reason to explain why you wouldn't want to take this two, it is harder to get an over on hits with an over on strikeouts, because if he gets the over on strikeouts, he's eating up some outs. If he gets the over on hits, he's not giving up. He's going to get pulled more early. So you can hit both, certainly possible, but just one of those reasons why we watch out. Let's drop the probability score here a little bit. Of course, all the bets with over a 2 probability score are good to go and take comfortably. Basically, if you combine all the bets on our database with a 2+ probability score, you get a 12 to 20% ROI for all of them combined. So that's if you hit every bet on the database. Basically means that you're pulling plus EV bets out of this grouping. And in the smaller sample size, it's going to be the probability that matters. In a larger sample size, though, you get closer to that overall ROI that we have when you combine everything together. Jose Quintana available everywhere, which is good news. But I would like to get some different bets besides old Jose Quintana if possible. These might be all of our bets for the day. So we get to long shots. All right, so of course, more bets get added. More bets will change here as the day goes on. But let's drop the probability here, and we'll take our highest probability home run, I feel like, will be what I'll add to the card for the top 5. Let's get this right here. Let's crank up the probability score. Let's see if we get something 20 to 40% first. Because I have to fill out a top 5 card to put on TikTok and etc. today. Let's go higher. Can we go 30 to 40? Like a 1 in 3 shot would feel okay here. All right, let's see. And again, this is the level of customization you can do for yourself if you really want to. Zach Wheeler under 17.5 outs. This will round up the top 5, and we'll get to our traditional home runs, long shot derivatives, the ones that we hit here with a good amount of frequency every day. We got Zach Wheeler under 17.5 outs, a 39% probability that Zach Wheeler gets under 17.5 outs. So not the highest in the world. The best bet's at plus 190. Find that plus 190 with that 39% probability. Again, 39% of the time, you're winning a plus 190. The other 61% of the time, you're losing your initial investment. So that's how you calculate the EV here, the probably score of 12.9 for Zach Wheeler getting under 17.5 outs today in Phillies Nationals. So now we can go to our home runs with tremendous confidence. All right. So 0 to 40% of the probabilities here. We got long shot derivatives starting with Rangers Twins scoring over 12.5 runs. Today, the top performing sportsbooks around the world think there's a 21% chance that the Rangers and Twins score over 12.5 runs. The best bet's at plus 420. Nice. 21% probability combined with plus 420. You get yourself a 6.7 probably score for the Rangers and Twins to score over 12.5 runs today. Got Luis Torrens to hit home run today in Mets A's. Hopefully not against the pitchers that we're taking. 9% chance that Luis Torrens hits one out. Best bet's at plus 1,100. It's rare to see. I have not seen a home run bet above plus 1,000 on DraftKings in the entire season. I have to say, the best we've had is plus 900. So interesting to see here. DraftKings plus 1,100, 9% probability gets you a 13.6 probably score for Luis Torrens to hit home run today in Mets A's. We got Manuel Margot is represented by Margot Robbie. I'd love to see her swing that bat. 14% probability for Manuel Margot to hit a home run today in Rangers Twins. Does correlate with the over 12.5. Best bet's at plus 775. When at plus 775 with a 14% probability, you get yourself a 21.3 probably score. Very high probably score, but the bet's only hitting 14% of the time. So that is the counterbalance of all that. Zach Wheeler we already got. We got Jarren Duran to hit home run, a triumphant return from dropping an F-bomb. Jarren, not the one you say and it's still okay. The other one you don't say and it's not okay. Jarren Duran over 0.5 home runs, 15% chance for Jarren Duran to hit home run today in Orioles Red Sox. Best bet's at plus 700. Find that plus 700 with a 15% probability. Give yourself a 16.6 probably score for Jarren Duran to hit home run today. And if the Zach Eflin bets don't hit, the strikeouts in particular don't hit, Jarren hits a home run and balances that out. And last but not least here, we got Masataka Yoshida over 0.5 home runs, also in Orioles Red Sox. Best bets at plus 1,000, 10% chance of hitting, according to the top performing sportsbooks around the world, as you can see right here. Combine those two together, you get a 6 probably score from Masataka Yoshida to hit a home run today in Orioles Red Sox. And guys, there are more bets here in the database, even though we were low on sort of the traditional normal prop bets here to start the day. More bets get added as lineups get solidified. Market probabilities change as well that make for more plus EV bets as the day goes on. When sharp money comes in, those sportsbooks that we're tracking to get our probability, they move the probability around. We then reevaluate, recalculate the bets at Legal US Sportsbook. That's how the process goes here every day for us, automatically in real time and probably. So check it out. Go learn more at probly.com, probly.com. That's probly.com. You can get a package for yourself. Get in there for $20 a month or $50 a month if you want all of our live in-game data as well as just the pregame stuff that we have on the $20 a month package. But you can change your life in betting. That is really the biggest promise here. In betting right now, sometimes there's a lot of things where people take a bet at minus 115. It turns out you can have that same bet at a leading sports book at plus 115. And that alone is like a 30% flip. We even independent of what you do, taking our advice, following EV calculations and all that. So imagine if you layer that on, in addition to EV calculations that are just mathematical probability things, saying, hey, this hits 20% of the time, it's going to win you more money, even if it's only hitting 20% of the time. And that's something that is really hard for people to wrap their heads around in betting. That's why you have a lot of creators out there just pulling the last 10 games of data and acting like that gives you an edge. And in reality, they are killing you. They are killing your bankroll. They're killing all those idiots who tail them in the comments. That's the downside of betting. Using market data, that's the upside of betting. It's treating it like sharp people treat it, like people actually win money treating it, as opposed to the people who are just trying to deceive you and make you lose money. So that's what Probably is. We want to help you here and be a force for good in betting. Check it out at probably.com. Hit the like button and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with more, guys. So, hey, enjoy your days. And, of course, good luck. Bye-bye.